Hello, this is Dr. Linda Martinez-Louie. I want to speak with you about you survived a narcissistic mother. Be kind to yourself. I hear from daughters and sons of narcissistic mothers who went through hell and back as children of them. They psychologically discarded their kids except when it came to harsh punishments. As adults, they remember their mother's screams thundering through the house. "I never wanted you. You are a piece of trash. I wish I had aborted you. You are to blame for every bad thing that ever happened to me. You make my life miserable every day." When children are very little, some narcissistic mothers tell their children that because they are so bad, they are going to send them away. There is never an explanation to the child of what that means, but it strikes terror in the heart of the child that lingers as a morbid threat. The father in these family constellations is often very weak and terrified himself of his spouse. He becomes a workaholic, and in some cases an alcoholic. He is completely unavailable to his children emotionally and psychologically. Some fathers disappear and leave the home early and leave the children's lives to the mother. They are irresponsible and infantile and flee the scene without ceremony. Moment to moment, these children are living in what can be described as a prison. Their nervous systems are constantly jarred by the narcissistic mother's demands and intimidations. Some children turn to tune out mother and they become numb to their feelings. Others are in a constant state of fear, always waiting for the next catastrophe to arrive. Some children leave the home early and find relatives or friends who will take them in. And others stay in narcissistic mother's gulag for the sentence of their childhood and teenage years. Some kids act out through alcohol and drugs and sexual escapades to numb the pain and to take them temporarily out of their living nightmare. This is self-destructive, but not surprising. As older teenagers and young adults, these victims of abuse leave the home from hell and make all their efforts to forge their own lives. Some of these children pick themselves up and move forward with their educations and careers. On the surface, some are successful, but inside they carry the painful imprint of their time in the house of desolation with a narcissistic mother. Others have a difficult time functioning in the outside world. Some adult children repeat the childhood pattern by marrying narcissistic spouses who psychologically incarcerate them. Blame and shame are often the legacies of having a narcissistic mother, as well as residual feelings of anxiety and depression. First, don't blame yourself. You didn't ask to be born to a narcissistic mother. It happened, and it is horrible, but don't take this upon yourself. Focus your attention on a deep appreciation of who and what you really are, and that you did everything to survive and achieve something great and very difficult. Learn to be kind to yourself. This begins with self-care. Acknowledge the wonderful, unique person you are. Take time with the basics: good sleep, healthy eating, exercising in forms that work for you. Give yourself time each day to be quiet and uninterrupted, where you can pray, meditate, or just simply let the clouds roll by. Some do basic yoga poses with emphasis on breathing through the nose, which calms the nervous system. Spontaneous writing, what you are feeling and thinking privately, offers a great source of freedom. Listening to music that you love, allowing its beauty to become internalized inside, is a deep sense of healing. Gardening and being in nature is also a great healer. For many, having a dog or cat as a loving companion is just right for them. Some adult children find that excellent psychotherapy can help them work through many of their residual issues. However, if you decide to go this route, you must be extremely careful in choosing the right psychotherapist, so you'll have to interview a number of them. I have found that there are fine therapists, but there are others who are narcissistic and out for the money motive and making you dependent on them for that purpose. And by all means, use your many creative gifts. You have them. Let your intuition come in to tell you exactly what they are. Above all, use your intuition all the time. It tells us the truth and is a companion throughout every moment of our lives. I hold a special place in my heart for children of narcissistic mothers. I stand with you always, and I have deep respect and love for you.